excited and proud that once again I've had the privilege to host the Africa Prosperity Dialogue, an excellent initiative aimed at facilitating understanding, dialogue, and commitment to the Africa Continental Free Trade Area initiative. I congratulate the organizers, the Africa Prosperity Network and its founder, for their vision and their ability to attract this formidable lineup of strategic partners should leave no one in doubt that this is a project that requires all the support we can muster.
So the African Prosperity Dialogue is an opportunity for us to come together and discuss how we can move Africa forward in totality. The theme for this particular one, looking at how to create a single market for Africa, is quite interesting for us because as MTN, we spend a lot of our efforts on the continent. We're in 17 markets. We invest close to $2 billion a year in infrastructure.
It's important, therefore, for MTN to participate in dialogues of this sort, to meet all our stakeholders, policymakers, governments, communities, and also other people in the continent that are for driving development for the continent. The reason being, if we say we are partners for progress in the continent, it means we need to be invested in the future of the continent. We need to be invested in understanding what policies are coming to drive digital and financial inclusion. So that's why we're here today. It's really about dialogue. It's really about connecting. It's really about sharing ideas with all other stakeholders in our ecosystem for us to advance the continent.
This dialogue will be a good reflection part for us to do things differently. If we are in the room talking as one African voice, 1 billion people and over, a continent of rich resource, a continent of good quality middle class, a continent of very well-educated people, not just in Africa, but global Africa. Then Africa's voice in the room will be taken seriously. But unfortunately, today, you have a situation where a country can call a meeting with a whole continent just because we are fragmenting. Why is it that today, you will live in Ghana, you cannot transfer money to Nigeria or you cannot receive money from Nigeria? Everybody says you can bring money, but you can't take out money. The tyranny of sovereignty must give way, and we must break the borders for African trade to live.
Participation should be made easy, and our SMEs, our traders who struggle every day, go across borders, can't meet those requirements and be part of the ecosystem.
But honestly, it all starts from the mindset to really think about the low-hanging fruit that allows us to promote trade, promote a single market view, enable technology innovation from within, and also change our educational systems to drive demand and obviously the availability of skills to lower the cost of going down that journey.
We need to do that study to be able to make a case that it is not just the old order of localization of industry that should be taken into account, but the factor of sustainability must also reflect where the factory should be, and I think they should be closer to Africa than anywhere else.
In most markets where we are, you can have coverage, we have a lot of tools that we deploy, but there's no electricity. So we need to look at the issues of climate action, what it has done for our communities, what is the role of technology in climate action? How can we overcome? How can we partner with energy companies to make sure that there's some accessibility to renewable energy at this point in communities that don't have access to the grid? So those things are important, especially if we're going to talk about how do we enable infrastructure at a larger scale.
So for us, it's important that we all come together, work together in collaboration to achieve this collective goal.
I promise to remain a patron of this great initiative, and I'm confident that the strategic partnership between the government of Ghana and key organizers such as AFCFTA, MTN, and others will grow even stronger. I believe in Africa. I believe in the manifest destiny of Africa. And I know that that destiny is in our hands individually and collectively.